Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from Group 10. In this session, we will present practical assessment. Okay, first of all, I will introduce our member group. Me, Anissa Putri, NPM 21 as the moderator, and the second speaker by Anissa Pratiwi, NPM 9, and the third speaker by Givi Restika Hernanda, NPM 38. Okay, the first material, concept of practical assessment, will be explained by me. So, what is concept of practical assessment? Practical assessment is a performance-based evaluation used to measure students' ability to demonstrate real skills. Focuses about process and product. Conducted through direct observation of students' action, measure procedural skills, technique, accuracy, and application of knowledge. Okay, next material, characteristic of practical assessment and purpose of practical assessment will be explained by Givi. To Givi, time is yours.
Alright, thank you to moderator for giving me time to continue explain the next material. Okay, now I'm Gifristi Karnanda. I will explain the next material. Now us move to the purpose of practical assessment. So, to understand why practical assessment is important, imagine a situation where students only take written tasks. They may be able to answer questions on paper, but can they actually perform the skill in real life? That is exactly where practical assessment becomes essential. The first purpose is to assess psychomotor skill that involve hands-on action such as operation tools, performing experiments, or completing technical tasks. The skill simply cannot be measured through written exam. Second is practical assessment help us see whether student can apply knowledge in real situation. It is not just about knowing the theory, but being able to use it effectively. And the third is this type of assessment looks at both the process and the result. Teacher observe how student work step by step while also evaluating the final product. This gives a much more complete picture of a student competence. Next, practical assessment allows teacher to provide constructive feedback. Students get clear guidance on what they are doing well and what aspect need improvement. And finally, it ensures that students achieve the required competencies, not only in theory but also in real life practice. This makes practical assessment a vital part of preparing students for real world tasks. Nah, okay. Now let's move on to the stage of practical assessment. Think of this process as a journey that begins long before the student perform their tasks. So the first stage is planning. In this stage, the teacher prepares everything: the skill that will be assessed, the type of activity, the criteria, and the tools needed. Good planning is like building a strong foundation for a house. Without it, the rest of the process will not be effective. The second stage is implementation. Here, students carry out the task. The teacher explains the instruction clearly and observes the student as they work. This stage is crucial because it shows how students handle real situations. And the third stage is scoring or evaluation. After observing the performance, the teacher uses rubrics, checklists, or rating scales to score the student. The scoring must follow the predetermined criteria to ensure fairness and accuracy. And finally, the process ends with feedback and reflection. The teacher provides feedback that helps students understand their strengths and weaknesses. Students are also encouraged to reflect on their performance so they can continue to improve in the future. Together, these stages create a complete and meaningful assessment process that truly supports student learning. That's all for me. Thank you. I will back to moderator.
Okay, thank you to Givi. We have given explanation material. And the next material about states of practical assessment and the research hypothesis will be explained by Anissa Pratiwi. To Anissa, time is yours.
Thank you to opportunity from moderator. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anissa Pratiwi, class NPM 09. I will explain stages of practical assessment. Point 1. Planning. In this stage, the teacher identifies learning objective, the competence to be assessed, the type of practical text that will be used, and the scoring criteria. Proper planning ensures that the assessment is fair, relevant, and aligned with instructional goals. Point 2. Implementation. Students perform the assigned practical tasks such as completing a project, demonstrating a skill, or participating in an activity. The teacher observes the process, provide clear instruction, and ensure that the learning environment support the assessment activity. Point 3. Scoring or evaluation. The teacher evaluates student performance using the predetermined rubric, the rubric or scoring guide. The assessment might include both the process, how the student work, and the product, what the student products. Evaluation should be objective, consistent, and based on evidence. And last, point 4, feedback and reflection. The teacher provides constructive feedback to help students understand their strengths and improvement area. Encourage to reflect on their performance to develop self-awareness and plan for future improvement. Next, research hypothesis. Point 1. Instrument for practical assessment. Test tools are used to directly evaluate student practical ability, such as practical tests or simulation. They are essential to assess the application of theory in real-world situations. Point 2. Rubric. Rubric are scoring guides that outline criteria and level of achievement for a task, making assessment more objective and structured. Point 3. Checklists. Checklists are used to ensure that all required steps or aspects of process are completed, aiding in systematic evaluation. Point 4. Rating scales. Rating scales assign values to performance or quality based on specific categories, often used to assess attitude or soft skill. Point 5. Observation sheet. Observation sheets are used by observer to record behavior, action, or skill of student during the assessment process. Number 6. Portfolio. Portfolio are collection of work and the document that demonstrate a student progress and achievement over a period of time. That all for me. Back to moderator. Thank you.
Okay, thank you Tunisa who have given explanation material. And the next conclusion. So, practical assessment is an important method used to evaluate students' ability to apply their knowledge and skill in real situations. It focuses on observing the learning process and the final result of students' performance. To ensure accurate and fair assessment, teacher must plan the activity carefully, use clear criteria, and apply appropriate tools such as rubric, checklist, rating scales, and observation sheets. Providing feedback also helps students understand their strengths and areas that needs improvement. Overall, practical assessment supports students in developing essential skills and prepare them for real-world tasks. Okay, that's all explanation material practical assessment by group 10. If you found many mistakes in the session, please forgive me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.